is that he's reborn in modern times, just arrived on Berlin streets, seen as a creep and hit with pepper spray, stumbling upon a newsstand, discovering his in 2014. 56-year-old Hitler cleverly plays the victim, letters at the newsstand, absorbing local news. His Third Reich has long been destroyed. Along with other heavyweights in charge, Hitler mutters that they were all useless. Not even international news escaped him. Several extremists launched wars, but none succeeded. Hitler concludes, "War is futile, as the dream of a Fourth Reich is about to shatter." A struggling director discovers Hitler. He shows him Germany on a budget for videos. Small birds cannot notice what goes. When Hitler sees the shows on TV, they're all just mind-numbing entertainment garbage. To understand their conditions and hopes, from kitchens to bars, from the front to the back, from day to night, Hitler, like a sponge, uses his face to absorb the people's wishes. Teased briefly by Hitler, it bit Hitler's finger, then tugged at his coat, biting away. And irked Hitler, pulled out his pistol and shot it off. Maybe that was his true nature. But the issue now is this broke director has no cash. So Hitler returned to his old profession, a failed art student busking. People gathered to watch. I must say, but Hitler's perceptive artistic style is still got some praise. Importantly, he made some cash. He can keep his budget trip in Germany. Hitler acted like a boss, digging deep to grasp the scene. He was quickly chased off by youth. The broke director saw a chance. He quickly brought the video, introducing Hitler to the station head. He aimed to use the media to implement his plans. After all, he had just his voice. Pressed all of Europe down hard. The ever-charming Hitler was soon recognized by the female boss. A secretary was assigned to Hitler. The secretary showed him how to use a computer. When Hitler learned to surf the web, it completely opened his mind. Meanwhile, the station aims to leverage Hitler for ratings. Hitler's first live broadcast was about to begin. We expected him to talk endlessly, but unexpectedly, he remained silent. This is Hitler's. As the crew raised the prompter, as the host sweated with nerves, as the audience fell silent, everyone was controlled by Hitler's silent power. Only then did Hitler begin to speak, expressing his worldview. What kind of country do we live in? Young people are drowning in debt. Who would still want children? No wonder the birth rate is so low. It was once a great invention, but it over-entertains and numbs people. We can't see the abyss at all. What we see are just cooking shows. I will keep fighting electronic ways. A speech with a clear theme gained countless applause. Hitler instantly became famous, showing major talk shows right away. Quickly built his reputation, soon adored by a large group of young people. To be precise, at first, it was just a few bloggers. Mentioning Hitler always draws traffic, as the traffic secrets exploded. Even turned into a bizarre entertainment fad, transformed into a Marvel hero from above. More stars vowed to join his path. Papers churned out wild headlines. The radio buzz made a fortune. Hitler took the chance to reconnect with the crowd. This time, he was clearly identified, but boldly spoke with young people, discussed democracy, law, and finance. As Hitler's fame grew larger, some potential supporters surfaced. Maybe this was the utmost respect. Quickly, the radio got complaints from Jews. But she found no info on him at all, so she had an honest conversation with Hitler. When Hitler said he was now 126 years old, it made the lady boss laugh right away. No one would think he was the real Hitler. No one would chop down this cash tree. Except for the Jews. During one of Hitler's speeches, a young Jewish boss posted a video on purpose. The puppy bit Hitler's finger. Hitler struggled to break free. The puppy bit his overcoat again. Hitler kicked it away. Then he pulled out a gun and shot it. This video was released to the world by Jews. Hitler instantly began to sweat. The top killing incident blew up fast. Hitler traveled to 2014 and faced trouble again, but Hitler used the same old tricks. In 1923, he wrote in jail. This time he wrote. Once the book was published, it quickly topped the trending charts. History often feels so similar. Hitler once again reached the peak of his life. He was about to use online media to turn this book into a movie to create his Fourth Reich. Like his poor director's girlfriend's grandmother, she instantly recognized this as the real Hitler, yelling loudly at Hitler, "Get lost, killer!" Grandma's crazy actions cast doubt on the broke director, so he went to where Hitler appeared. He discovered burn marks. The broke director turned to look. This was actually the place where Hitler committed suicide, so he found the station bus fast. Requesting to stop the shoot, the boss naturally said no. The broke director could only gun down Hitler, pressing him to the rooftop to eliminate Hitler. But Hitler said, "I bet your gun's unloaded." Surprisingly, he jolted his hand. One shot took care of Hitler, but turning back, he saw Hitler was still alive. Just as Hitler said, "You'll never kill me. I am a part of you." Just after he spoke, the broke director was just an acting part, and the real broke director had been locked up in a psych ward. At that moment, Hitler sat in a convertible, waving his hand stylishly, enjoying his own. People greeted him one by one, maybe starring as an influencer. As more Nazi salutes appeared on the streets, Hitler's desires were clear as day. Soon, supporters from other countries came to Berlin to seek out Hitler. This was Hitler's confidence in himself. He believed in his power, believing in his supporters. Lucky it's just a film, but the reality is, if you dared to salute Nazis in Germany, you'd get asked for tea and even sporting a little mustache.